Long before the arrival of Europeans, the island of Manhattan and the surrounding areas were home to the Lenape people. They were a Native American tribe who called themselves Lenape, meaning original people. They lived in harmony with nature, relying on the rivers and forests for sustenance. The Lenape were skilled hunters, fishermen, and farmers. They lived in villages and were governed by a council of elders. Their society was matrilineal, meaning that lineage and inheritance passed through the mother's side of the family. Women held significant power and influence within the community. The Lenape had a deep respect for the natural world. They believed in spirits that inhabited the earth, sky, and water. Their lives were intertwined with the rhythms of nature, and they lived sustainably on the land for centuries. Their peaceful existence, however, was forever altered by the arrival of European explorers in the 16th century, marking a turning point in their history and the beginning of New York City's long and complex story. The encounter would bring about dramatic changes to the Lenape way of life and the landscape of the region. In 1624, the Dutch West India Company, a powerful trading enterprise, established a small trading post on Manhattan Island. They called it New Amsterdam. It was a strategic location at the mouth of the Hudson River, offering access to valuable fur trade routes. The Dutch were interested in commerce, and New Amsterdam quickly became a bustling center of trade. People from various parts of Europe arrived, seeking new opportunities and a fresh start. The colony grew, attracting settlers with the promise of land and religious freedom. Peter Minuit, the Dutch governor, made a significant transaction with the Lenape in 1626. He purchased Manhattan Island from them for goods worth 60 guilders, a deal that has been subject to much debate and interpretation over the centuries. The Dutch era left a lasting impact on New York City. Many Dutch names and words are still in use today, such as Brooklyn, Harlem, and Stoop. The Dutch legacy of tolerance and entrepreneurship also helped shape the city's character. In 1664, the English, eager to control the lucrative trade routes of the New World, seized New Amsterdam without a fight. The colony was renamed New York after the Duke of York. Under British rule, the city continued to grow as a major port and commercial hub. The British introduced their own laws, customs, and governance to New York. The city played a significant role in the triangular trade, which involved the exchange of goods, slaves, and raw materials between Africa, the Americas, and Europe. This trade brought wealth to some but fueled the horrors of slavery. As the 18th century progressed, tensions grew between the American colonies and Great Britain. New York became a center of dissent and resistance against British policies, particularly taxation without representation. The city was a hotbed of revolutionary fervor, with prominent figures like Alexander Hamilton and John Jay advocating for independence. The Stamp Act Congress, held in New York in 1765, marked an early act of colonial defiance. The Sons of Liberty, a secret society opposed to British rule, was active in the city, organizing protests and demonstrations. New York was poised to play a pivotal role in the coming revolution. The American Revolution, from 1775 to 1783, transformed New York City into a battleground. The city witnessed some of the war's most significant events, including the Battle of Brooklyn, the largest battle of the entire conflict. Although the Continental Army suffered defeat, the battle showcased their resilience and determination. Following their victory at the Battle of Brooklyn, the British occupied New York City for the duration of the war. The city became a headquarters for British forces, and many loyalists, colonists who remained loyal to the crown, sought refuge within its walls. Fires ravaged the city during the occupation, causing widespread destruction. Despite the hardships endured during the war, New York emerged as a symbol of American resilience and the nascent nation's potential. After the British evacuated the city in 1783, it served as the first capital of the newly formed United States under the Constitution. George Washington was inaugurated as the first president in 1789 at Federal Hall on Wall Street. This marked a new era for New York and the nation.